Well, hello guys. Mark Holmes here. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. I know you're mad, you're upset, you're pissed off, like me. I want some blood. I want some fresh meat. I want somebody to have off with their head. I want somebody fired. I want somebody demoted. I want somebody kicked in the ass. But here's the reality of it. That's not going to happen. Our defense sucks. And I don't know that there's enough time to do things. We immediately always want to blame somebody or say, fire this guy and bring somebody in, but that's not going to be the answer. Unfortunately, it's too late. The die is cast for where we are. But I will tell you one thing that I did actually like tonight after this game. Ownership. Ownership of suckage. You know, it's one thing to be bad. It's usually not the crime as much as it is the cover-up. You understand what I'm saying? For D-Law to go out here and say, we suck, we're soft, we're effing soft. I like that you realize that there's a problem. We had guys that had so much promise out here that I don't know where they are. You know, Jalen Smith a couple of years ago looked like he was going to be the beast. And right now he just looks like a deer caught in the headlights. He just looks lost. Now, he did say that, you know, the defense is kind of complex. Maybe he is. He's hesitating and not sure where he's supposed to be or supposed to go. Maybe that's it. I don't know. D-Law had 3 tackles, but that's not what I really want to go. We got all week to dissect this thing, and we're the 49ers getting close to taking the lead here. I stopped my live stream. I was just tired. It's just been a draining day. But listening to all the comments from some people, you know what? Please don't be that guy who doesn't know shit about football, that doesn't understand when your defense gives up 9 yards a carry, when your defense gives up 307 yards on the ground, when you can't take the football away. Yes, the offense had a few turnovers. But when you have the ball and you pass it over 50 times, guess what? The odds are you're going to have some turnovers. You're going to the well too much. And the more you pass the ball, the more you're going to have turnovers. Here's what's freaking insane out here. As everybody says, it's time to move on from Dak Prescott. So with the defense the way it is, please, that guy who says Dak is at fault, please explain to me what quarterback out there can overcome that. Please, I want to know. I want to know what quarterback can overcome what we're going through. Because here's the amazing thing. As we sit here and go through this stuff, I still can't even believe it. Dak Prescott has over 1,600 yards, 1,683 yards. The next closest person is 400 yards away. Second place is 405 yards away from what we've been passing out here. The 9 TD passes that we have, there's only 3 quarterbacks that have more touchdown passes than Dak Prescott. Only 3. And if you add his rushing touchdowns, there's only 1 quarterback in the whole NFL that has more touchdowns than Dak Prescott has been responsible for. Russell Wilson. That's it. That's the list. We've got the only quarterback to ever have 3 games consecutively over 450 yards in a game. I can even put in there, he's the only quarterback to ever have 3 consecutive games over 400. He's annihilating this stuff out here. You know, I have people who say, well, Dak only cares about statistics. I ask you, what is it that he is doing? There's a difference between, let's say you're a basketball player. And instead of passing to the guy who's open, you end up taking the shot, even though it's contested. That's the guy that only cares about his stats. As a quarterback, and Dak Prescott said, I don't give a rat's ass about statistics. I want to win. And I believe that he wants to win. He's never been anywhere where we've been losing. This year sucks. But I don't know how you can overcome giving up 119 points in 3 weeks. 119 points in 3 weeks. Mike McCarthy, to his credit again, took some ownership of this and looked pissed. It wasn't a complete meltdown, but he understands we got to do some different shit right here, right now, because this ain't working. It's not good. It's bad. We got to get back to the drawing board. Now, I'm going to say that one of the things that sounds good in theory, and maybe if it were a regular season, it might work, is that Friday practice, which is just a walkthrough, that we only have a real practice on Wednesday and Thursday. Friday we do a walkthrough. Saturday we do a walkthrough and we play, because you want to keep the guys fresh. I don't give a rat's ass about being fresh. I care about guys knowing where they're supposed to be, because I think that's half the problem, that guys look completely lost because they're not practicing enough, that they don't know the defense, that Jalen Smith is sitting here wondering, where am I supposed to be? And he's hesitating, okay? I know Jalen Smith is a better player than what he's showing out there right now. I know that these cornerbacks, some of them are better than what they're showing out there, and we do have the injuries. But at least they realize there's a problem. It's insane when these trolls blame Dak. It used to be, oh, he's a dink and dunker. 8.4 yards per pass average. That's not completion. Every time we go through, the average of just the passes is 8.4 yards. That's third most in the NFL. Third most. Right now we're on pace for 6,760 yards. The current NFL record is 5,447. You're talking about 1,200 yards more than a freaking record. We threw 56 passes. 56 passes today. Unfortunately, that's not a winning formula when you don't have a defense. You can't just outscore everybody. At some point, our defense has to do something. Now, everybody talks about Tom Brady because he's the GOAT. But one thing Tom Brady had every year was a great defense. You take Bill Belichick's defense from last year with this offense, they win the Super Bowl going away. That's a fact. We got a lot of problems. But I'm sick and tired of all these mother humpers that just point at Dak. You know, you want to say point out Dak Prescott? Yeah, because this wasn't, I'll be honest, Dak had some bad passes in here. I ain't going to lie. He had some bad passes in here, and Carson Wentz almost threw another interception. But if Dak Prescott was on any other team or any other quarter, if he was Carson Wentz and this was happening, they would say his defense is letting him down. Because last year when Carson Wentz was doing crap, you know what they said? Carson Wentz is better than his statistics because he doesn't have people around him. They prop him up. No matter what, they tear Dak down. And I'm sick and tired of this. Before you get to Dak and start hating him, why don't we look at our special teams that gave them the ball on the 50 freaking yard line? How about you look at the defense giving up 9 yards per play? How about those? You get finished, scrutinizing those guys the way you do Dak, then come to Dak. I didn't talk too damn much today because the camera literally said, we have no more memory here, shut up. So I'm going to shut up. But listen, all you idiots that don't know jack about football, after you get finished trashing the defense and the special teams and stuff, and how bad the offensive line has been because of injuries. Come back with me and talk about Dak Prescott, because, you know, you've got no credibility until you at least address those things. Trying to keep from losing my religion here, but damn if y'all don't make it hard. All right, y'all. San Francisco's up 14-8. Eagles are driving right now. We'll see what happens if they end up coming back and winning. All right, y'all. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace.